What is going on, everyone? My name is Brob and thank you all for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and let's get straight into it. In my last video I drew this little squiggly from this downwards support line of like 54-55k, and right now we can actually see after these days that this squiggly has so far been playing out. We are currently holding above the level at support. We can see that yesterday we had a break below this level of 60k and we found support. We closed above this level but didn't manage to close above the top of this resistance line at 60.6k. Today as well we been supported so far from this level. Tomorrow, of course, it's a Monday, the markets open up, and tomorrow there's a higher chance that we will see some more volatility because of the markets opening, and we might be able to see a pump towards the upside. If you look at this chart, I added a blue vertical line right here, and this is actually the date of election, because in my opinion the US election is still a big factor in the price, because they're both so different, and because Trump really loves Bitcoin, and also the people that he's working with when he gets to be president are also very bullish on crypto, Bitcoin as well. So I think that this squiggly is still so far intact. We might see a retest to this level at 58k, or we will just clear this level of resistance and go up. But I think that once we see some more clarification of who's gonna win the election, at this point we should be around this price right here. Looking at the election currently right now, we see that it's 50-50. Currently Kamala Harris is leading by 0.3%, not much, like basically nothing. And so this is just speculation, of course, but this is pretty accurate, I'd say. And 50-50 is like a fair gain, or seems fair to me. Alright, so looking at the Bitcoin ETF flow, we had a big inflow last Friday of around 260 million, but weirdly enough there has not been a single dollar inflow from BlackRock. Also the day prior to that, Thursday, there's no inflows from BlackRock, which is maybe a bit worrying, or these levels, they are just not accurate. These percentages are just not accurate. So let's see what's happening here. Maybe Larry bought, like once these all went red, Larry bought some Bitcoin for himself, and now he's distributing that to his buyers when they want to buy. So maybe that's what's happening, but it's pretty weird to see that it has zero inflows where all the others have had inflows. Even Grayscale with 1.5% interest had a 6.7 million inflow. So that's something to look at. I think this might be the first inflow from Grayscale in a long time. Currently looking, the total supply held by total Bitcoin supply from the spot ETFs is around 36-7k. So they're already making up 2% of the total Bitcoin supply, which is growing and growing. So that is this will be a good factor in the long term, because these most likely are not gonna be dumped. Like you see, we had some dumpy weeks, but like they won't be dumping like 1,000 or like a billion. I mean, they won't be dumping $1 billion at a time. And most of these people will hold the Bitcoin for way longer than the bull run will continue for. So this is just good for the long term for Bitcoin. Also for Bitcoin, we have this article by AO, or this graph, and it's showing like pretty clearly that every time we go through similar phases here in 2011, 2014, 18, and 22. It all goes to like a similar phase where you have a pre-bust, it's like right here, and then you have a somewhat bust but a lot of consolidation here as well. But then this kicked off earlier because Bitcoin was so early and the market cap was so low. But you see that once the Bitcoin market cap gets bigger there's not going to be that much volume to the upside in this phase, because if you exclude this one, you can see right here, pretty straightforward. Here as well, pretty straightforward. Not really a massive parabolic move yet, but it's more like ranging and sideways. Currently we are also like ranging and sideways with a bit of downside. But yeah, we have like we have some time until this chart will suggest the second bull run is going to start. But for now it's just ranging, and hopefully we can go towards higher prices in the near future. Because if we look at this pattern as well, right now it looks to be forming like a still the cup and handle pattern. Oh, this is so gross, we can't see this. This is still looking like a pretty nice cup and handle pattern. Looking at this cup that's made right here, we also make the handle right here. Does this work? Nope, it doesn't. We see that we have this massive nice U-shaped cup, and we have the handle, and they will probably most likely break up towards the upside. And yeah, this has a breakout target of around 120k, so long term that's something to look out for. Also, we have some other news looking at the long-term versus short-term holders. And this is why I think that this is the time we will see a pump for Bitcoin to higher, because not ranging in this, we have been ranging in this level for these levels on a very long time, and right now I believe that we can see a pump towards this level and go beyond. Because looking at the long-term versus short-term holder supply, if we take this graph, we see that every time this peaked into the red is where like the short-term holders are selling Bitcoin, and every time that happened, this has been a little bottom. Right here you can see in 2021 you had this massive bottom right here, and we have some others looking here as well. We see here we have had this bottom right here in this cycle here as well, and every time the green tops out, that's basically once the long-term holders start selling. So when they peak, they have sold a lot of Bitcoin, probably to short-term holders, and right now the short-term holders are like exited the market, selling their Bitcoin, and that usually indicates a pump for Bitcoin. So I'm quite positive looking at that. Then lastly, we can see that altcoins have been recovering today. Most of the altcoins are down like not that big of a deal, like 1-2%, but some altcoins have started to pick up momentum, like Psy, Phantom, Sui and Beam. So yeah, that's usually this indicates that altcoins will blow, because some like not much happening today in the weekend, but yeah, some altcoins are pumping, and usually when it's a weekend day that's not happening. So this signaling some strength in the altcoin market. So maybe we can see next week nice gains for altcoins. We see that actually from the last week all of the altcoins are green in like 10 to 20%, which is also very good to see. We see FET up 28%, which I currently accumulated some FET like in the last 2 weeks. Yeah, render still, it didn't do that, it's not doing that great right now, but it already had a small little pump, so it's still ahead of other altcoins. If we look at the monthly, yeah, it's still like 11%, while most of them are below like 5%. So yeah, this is pretty interesting to look out for, especially on the daily. If we look at this, some altcoins are above 10% gains. So this is yeah, this is definitely something to look out for. Altcoin season could be close, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I think we're gonna go to the moon. No, that's just kidding. I think we're gonna go to like 68k in the next 2 months, and we probably see 64k this week. And if we don't, like let's say a bearish example, we get some bearish news, support should be around 53k still, and I don't believe that we were gonna go to 53k and below. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one at Wednesday, and for now guys, peace out. Be sure to leave a follow, and I'll see you guys Wednesday.